Good afternoon, fellow ticket holders. Today we are in Glen Echo, Maryland, and we are here to check out Glen Echo Park. This park operated from 1891 to 1968. We're going to go around and check it out. This is now a national park, so it is free to come check out. And there's just a few of the buildings left and a operating carousel. This carousel is over 100 years now, and we're excited to ride it.
Glen Echo played a part in the civil rights movement when a group of students called NEG, the Nonviolent Action Group, did a sit-in on the carousel that we are going to ride today, and I think that's really cool.
So let's go on into Glen Echo Park and check it out. So Glen Echo Park was actually at the end of the trolley line from Washington, D.C., and it brought the carriage right up to the front of the park. Like if we go inside the candy corner, they have a whole setup about the protest. Let's go inside and check out the display. So that was interesting to go into the candy corner and check out all the old photos and the story.
It's like a little mini museum.
All right, we'll continue on here and check everything out. So what's interesting is that this building here, this is the main long building that's left, has turned into a place for art to happen. So you have like a photo studio in there. We also have the puppet show and things. So this park has turned into a useful spot other than just a national park. This is where the shooting gallery was. Here's what it looks like now. And here's a picture that was over in that museum area of them playing at the shooting gallery. It's really neat that they left this here so you can see it. The next building that stands is the Cuddle Up Building, and you might wonder what that ride is. It's actually the teacups. We saw a picture of it inside the museum there, and they had turned it into an amphitheater now. And then on top of the Cuddle Ups there used to be the flyers. So initially there was an airplane ride that was here, and then later in the later dates of this park they had the flyers like you see at other amusement parks today. Now there's nothing on top. And the next building we have here looks to have been probably the maintenance garage, but it's now a dance studio. And it's right next to what was the Dodgems. You can see here these two couples together from the picture in the museum. On the Dodgems, it's not what you normally see of bumper cars. And actually, if I remember right from the documentary, this is the first place that had bumper cars. And what you can see is it's a wooden floor. Normally they are a concrete floor with the mesh on top. But this one didn't have it that way, so I'm not exactly sure how they used to run with the electricity, if they ran on electricity like now.
It's now housed for yoga or dance classes. People come and exercise in this area now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, basically set up as a stage and a dancing floor.
That is so cool. I need some love.
So this would be the original artwork from the Dodgems, which doesn't look like the original cars. These look like more like the cars from Knoebels. But this would have been the main entrance into them. The next building we have is the Ballroom. This is the Spanish Ballroom. I think I have a picture here of that we can insert in. And basically it was used for dancing in the evenings. So this building was redone in 1933 in this Spanish Art Deco style. But you can see the floor in there. And right now, currently closed, is where they have put in the Parks Cafe on the end of the ballroom. And through here, where they now have a play area, we have what was the crystal pool. We still have this cool building here. That was the first aid stand. The pool must have extended out that way, which I believe there was an observation. So I think this was the observation area up here where the people could watch the people swim, I think, according to that documentary. But that would be the entrance, and the entrance door is there. And here we have the doors that are the entrance into the crystal pool, right down from the first aid station. Now, I definitely could be wrong, but what is currently still the bathrooms, I would guess may have been the pool house for people to go in and change. But if I'm wrong, I guess I'm wrong. But it's interesting that they did have the bathrooms in this building right here. I'm not sure what they used it for. As I said, they do have the arts going on now here at this park, and they actually have glass blowing. And you got all these little like brown dome things that are different art studios. It's pretty neat. And the final building that we have here is the Carousel building. And we're gonna have fun being able to ride it today. And this is a Denzel Carousel. You can see how it was in 1921. And it just looks like they colored it for today. And it's 100 years old this year. So you ready to ride the carousel?
I am. I'm so excited.
And with us today we have Cara from the Magic Geekdom. Thanks for meeting up with us today. Jeremy's over there with the dog. We'll have to catch up with him later, but we're gonna ride the carousel now. So Nessa is riding on an ostrich. Got some really interesting animals on this carousel. We also have a giraffe. And I'm just on a horse. And then just like Knoebels, they have a arm for the rings, but they don't do that anymore. So these are the cartridges for the organ. All the different songs. So also here we have the Minnehaha Creek Overlook and Amphitheater ruin. So let's go check that out before we end our day. So I thought this went further into the woods, but it's really just a roundabout walkway outside the parking lot. What we got here is it's the Minnehaha Creek. And it's saying here that the ruins is down this direction. I think it's overgrown. We can see the creek bed. So down there is the bridge that we went across to go into the park, and they have this nice new trestle bridge up here. And actually, I'm going to guess this is where the trolley used to go to the front of the park. Because if we walk up here to the corner, you can see the entrance. And even though this road turns to go up into the permanent parking lot, straight ahead is where the trolley tracks went. So through here, through this tree opening is where the trolley used to come through from DC.
So that was fun hanging out with Jeremy and Kara from Magic Geekdom. We will link their video down below. Go check them out. They're really, really nice people. And we had a really good time with them.
And we really enjoy their videos. And they're on a road trip right now. They started in Florida and they're working their way around the country. So that's neat. Go check out their videos. Yeah. As for Glen Echo Park, this was a great place to come to. There was a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, it's great for the locals especially.
Yeah, there's a lot of picnic areas, so you could bring a picnic lunch. The cafe wasn't open, but maybe eventually they'll open that back up and you can grab a quick snack. But it was fun. It was fun riding the carousel, and it was cool seeing all this Art Deco architecture around. I was telling Vanessa, it kind of would remind me if Knoebels was to kind of shut down, or maybe Knoebels on the off season. Is that vibe and that feel you get here, and that's why I like Knoebels. Yeah. You kind of get that old-fashioned amusement park feel, and that's what you get here. So it is nice that the National Park Service picked this up and allow people to come see it, especially with all of its history.
And I'm sure after the pandemic is over, it'll be hustling and bustling again. It looked like some things were open certain times, but I'm sure everything will pick up.
Yeah, so it was a great day, and maybe we'll come back sometime, not sure, but definitely a stop to come to. So until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.